Alright, starting off the advanced bracket match between Istri and PoOL. We are on Westfold with a Rohan played by PoOL going up against Istri playing Harad. So in my opinion, I think Istri is looking to be the underdog, having gone into the league season. He is, on the other hand, the only person so far to take a W off of Alway Hallway. So very, very surprising to me to see that nonetheless. We're going to see how this game with PoOL goes. Istri has like a lot of off meta choices he makes that may throw people off, so like I wouldn't be surprised if I get thrown off when I have my games in particular with Istri. But we do see he's gone for the South Sentry for the Vision. And PoOL's doing the 4 farm start, putting his farms a little bit farther away. No conversion yet for units. He's keeping them all on economy. He's going to be opening with the stables. Istri with the Harandor outpost, going for the tribal play. I am expecting Istri, though, to mix in a pavilion sooner or later in the match. Specifically with carrion feeders in mind to press back on the Rohan cavalry. Tier 1 picks for PoOL would be a draft. He does enjoy his draft tier 1 pick all the time when playing as Rohan over Lone Scout. Being the typical preference of a player. Horsemen of the Mark are on the way. And he is going to be doing some creeping with a pike unit. So he's going to be hitting this lair, probably taking the inn right now. Second Harandor outpost coming on up. So I think Istri is kind of playing it safe here. He's not trying to do like Mahood support with tribals or Corsairs. With tribals, he's just trying to spam Rohan. He wants to outspam PoOL right now. As you can see, 2 peasant battalions are in production right now, already on the field. 2 more coming up. And he's left his farms also, again, pretty decently spaced out. So he's trying to optimize things. And it looks like Istri is actually going to be going over this way to creep the war glare for PoOL. This Bazaar is not going to get touched. Pretty well protected. This one is at risk. But again, Istri with the pike support. And he hasn't actually gone over here to creep. We do see a builder waiting on this section. More peasants flooding the map by PoOL. And I'm wondering, yeah, it looks like Istri could be getting mugged trying to take this lair right now. We'll see how it looks throughout the moment here when the remaining peasants go up in that direction, but PoOL hitting Istri from the north and the south center and the northeast over here on his side of the map. And he's going for triple Harandor outpost, and Harad is at 500 CP versus PoOL at 600. Sentry tower helping with the defense, and he has another one hoping the range would have hit it looks like, but that is definitely too far away. Trouble axeman on top of the peasants, but the horsemen of the Mark are going to be trampling. And he does creep that war glare. He may have gotten mugged over here. I did not see if he was successful in the creeping. But again, Southron Sentry does one-shot the drafted peasants. So again, not a bad choice here by Istri right now. Okay, more tribals on the way. Needs to move the pikes down here to protect that farm or he's going to lose it. He's got pikes heading this farm over here. Let's take a look. He lost 2 Southron Sentry towers already in the match, but he's got more tribal bows on the way. Needs to reposition these bows, in my opinion. Doesn't want to let the peasants sit right on top of them, which is unfortunate. That's exactly what's happening. Istri pushing in on the southern side, though. Let's take a look at the production. Getting a little bit slow on the prod here. PoOL is definitely outspamming Harad right now with Rohan. Using the fort for the defense. Peasants on the retreat. Okay, 450 CP for Harad, 600 for Rohan. Looks like Istri's trying to protect that back end farm as well as he can. 3 tribal bowman battalions going to be shooting them down. Again, more peasants coming forward, and I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, he's actually already got tier 2 on his hand. I thought he would. Ooh, that's a big PowerPoint lead, but I mean, that's just like the value of the harass that PoOL's getting in. And it looks like he's trying to go on top of that. Ooh, losing that Bazaar is not going to be good for Istri, unfortunately. Yeah, it's going to be bad. PoOL really giving Istri some work here. Okay, again, Harad down 350 CP. So it's really, the Rohan spam is very intense here for Istri to try and handle right now on the play that he chose. Had he mixed in a pavilion, he would have had the carrying feeder to deny yeoman and peasant pike harass groups and force PoOL to have made an archer range sooner. I don't even think he's going to be teching to a level 2 stables in this game. Let's see how Istri does. He is pushing Rohan away, all things considered. But if we look here, Rohan's at 800 CP now. And again, Harad is pretty low on the CP side of things. Just the harass of PoOL is just too much right now for Istri to try and handle in the moment.
My warriors serve the Dark Lord.
Definitely going to be losing that farm yet again. And he's got a decent sized force pushing in the center. 2 horsemen of the mark battalions, a pike, 2 yeoman archers, and 2 peasants. Ooh, but not enough pikes here to really do well against the cav trample if we do happen to see PoOL go down the southern route. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough. Forgetting to switch that immediately to the units. PoOL taking the time to creep the goblin there and get some tramples in. Right now, I mean, it's pretty good to see the peasant spam outweighing the tribal play, but I think Istri pretty much at the end of the day really went too early on the triple Harandra outpost. Ooh. And it dies on the transition right there. But when you look at peasants, you know, they are pretty dirt cheap. 150 before discount, and the pikes are 275. Let's take a look at the spell book. Almost tier 3 here for Rohan. And Istri with the tribes of Harad trying to get the reinforcements on the travel side of things. So he's most likely gone for the travel axeman. Yeah, PoOL literal has the map control. He's got Eowyn on the field now. He basically just locked Istri down in his base this entire game. Very well played by Rohan. The spam pressure was surreal. I do not see Istri making a comeback in game 1 here. Could convert these both like right now. I think he's going to stick it out though for the end, but we do see Ere the Sun Rises kicking off right now in the match. He's going to get some good tramples in over, and Istri called GG on game 1. All right. So he definitely got outplayed there and outspanned, but give me a moment here to update the scoreboard and we'll move on to the next game. Okay, let's just double check what was game 2 here. Lothlorien, Woodland Realm. I feel like if anyone's against PoOL, they should know that he's always for sure going to go Lothlorien. It's probably one of his strongest factions for sure. But Lothlorien Woodland Realm is going to be an interesting one in my opinion, since the Sylvan changes overall. It used to be pretty Woodland Realm favored, and now it's more or less Lothlorien favored. Let's give PoOL Celeborn. I feel like PoOL's a Celeborn kind of guy, so we're going to see Celeborn v Thranduil. There's so many games today, by the way. I'm definitely going to go through and cast a lot if I can and play my own stream. All right, we happen to have on Gror's Valley, Lothlorien being played by PoOL, going up against Woodland Realm played by Istri. Now, let's see how Istri handles the matchup. Ever since the Sylvan nerfs, I think, in my opinion, this one is more Lorien favored now. Previously, it was Woodland Realm favored with the recruitment time and strength of the Sylvans. Neither player's picked a tier 1 yet. That's pretty good. PoOL is most likely going to be doing a pasture start. He doesn't really pivot from his gameplay. If you've ever really watched his games, he tends to do the same thing in and out. The first game, I believe, did end in 10 minutes, yes. He got outspanned pretty hard as Harad against PoOL's Rohan. And let's see, green pasture coming on in. As predicted, this is going to be a garrison, if I were to assume. And Istri immediately teching to tier 2 for the Sylvan Pikes. Spreading his hunting shrines out, though. He's trying to leave some space here, maybe for like the Bjorning Lodge, just to get the economy radius. If he's not building a shrine here, that would be my assumption. And PoOL's going to be opening with a pike unit, if I were to guess his next move. Both players holding their tier 1 picks still. That's good. And maybe he's got enough space with the economy radius of the Bjorning Lodge to fit it right here. We'll see. Okay, Riders of the Ninth going on up. Oh, interesting. He's actually gone Horse Archers over Sylvan Pike first. Huh. I feel like the Pike would have been the safer bet partially, just because you can either go creep or... Ooh, you can go creep, or you could have counted the cavalry play. But Istri opening with the Horse Archers is not bad either. We'll see how they kind of do here. And it looks like he's popped his horn buff on... Okay, so both players picked their tier 1 horn. Okay. Now we're seeing some Sigma there and Sylvan Pikes. And Istri is buying some time, though, on the harass here. But he's got this issue with the Horse Archers are having line of sight because the Riders of the Ninth are on the other side of the structure. Now he's taking the Sylvan Pikes to go over towards there. But he is going to be losing the Hunting Shrine. And it looks like Istri is trying to body block in the moment here with the Cav v Cav. Okay, so he catches some of the battalion. Now Istri happens to have the Cav battalion for when the Tower Width come towards the base, but again, we'll see how the remainder of this goes. Because we have Istri versus PoOL, and probably going to be casting some other stuff today for sure. But right now we see Lorien going for the creep lair here, trying to use swords to creep it faster and move on up. Let's see. So horn buff though, that's pretty good. I feel like you never see double horn buff as the pick often because like our horn values is 25-25, and others, and sometimes in more cases often than not, you might see another tier 1 being far more beneficial in the moment. But we don't have archers here either for the defense of this Malorn tree, so PoOL is going to be losing that. It looks like he does lose it. Now, Istri playing a pretty good defense here. Does he have... He's got some Tardrum coming to the field. He's got some more Sigma there. And looks like he's trying to go back on top of this hunting shrine to take out the next one. Instead of running to the next farm, though, Istri is trying to burn down this Malorn tree as it's growing. Oh, okay, good stuff, good stuff.
Sylvan Rangers, ready for your orders. Sylvan Wardens, standing ready.
Now, Istri is going to be losing this shrine, no question. He's probably going to lose this one if he can't defend it fast enough. But he's got a Horse Archer, Tardrum, and Sigma there, so I think he's going to have a decent chance of defending. But let's take a look at the map. 550 CP to Lorien's 550 CP, so pretty even on the expansion here by both players. We just have to see how Istri and PoOL keep reacting to each other. And it looks like he's going to have the numbers here in terms of damage to push back this harassing group. So Istri loses 2 key farms in the back of his base. And he's about to be losing more over here. But even more so, PoOL also losing farms in his base right now. Oh, I'm sure Always gonna just crush me with his 2000 APM, man. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he would have. I feel like he's just gonna crush me, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think I have to like counter pick him super hard and use some game knowledge to my advantage. Okay, and we do have to see Woodland Realm uses the Horn buff. Gwyrokin going for the trample, but they end up hitting some pikes, and not the best choice there. By Istri in the moment. Well, yeah, always, no doubt, the best Battle for Middle-earth player you've ever seen, in my honest opinion. I think he is incredibly fast. So that's the main thing about him. He is just, the macro and micro is insane on his side of things. So I think when people that don't play Age of the Ring see Age of the Ring, they think it's very complicated, no doubt. But honestly, like, your general RTS drops are going to take you pretty far. Oh, yeah, certainly. He's totally dodging me. Triple Sylvan Clearing here by Istri right now. PoOL with the triple garrison. If he put a Talon right here, that's going to be pretty big for him. Because the Talon's going to be buffing the Lothlorien garrison production, since it's a Malorn tree. Sylvans look to be doing okay here. PoOL does happen to get the Malorn tree. They had lanterns on it. Again, Istri pushing PoOL's cavalry away on the other side. Tier 2 for Lothlorien is Sylvan allies. It's definitely not too far out of the box. It's just gameplay choices compared to the vanilla patches and whatnot that people are not used to. It's got a lot more to it in terms of decisions. Okay, it looks like the Gwyrokin going for the trample on the archers and Haradwaith. Not bad. Istri with Tariel on the field now. 725 for Woodland Realm, 775 for Lothlorien. Sylvan allies, though, going to be doing some work here on Istri. He needs to kind of run away from that right now. Again, though, triple clearing giving Istri some decent production value. And PoOL's Lothlorien is swarming the field. 625 to 775. Yeah, I mean, BFME plays very differently to other RTSs for sure, where it's really like the map control and the game knowledge 100%. Like, you have to defend and you have to attack. It's not just about the army fighting. In my opinion, if you are somewhat on a good position with each other and your opponent, you're going to have both the offense, the defense, and the army fighting all in one game. I think you're going to have that moment where you might be stuck in the base if you're just not on equal footing with your opponents, macro and micro. That's really what it comes down to. Like, if you're struggling to defend, it's most likely the case where you are not on the same footing. Okay, we got 6 and 5. So spellbook wise, both players here are even, but Lothlorien has a slight lead. Yeah, I think a lot of people get intimidated by Age of the Ring, to be honest, but I don't think there's anything to be intimidated about, and I give a lot of people from other patches a lot of credit when they come in to try Age of the Ring, because a lot of people just look at it and they think it's very intimidating, but once you just get that baseline like knowledge and use your macro micro chops, then like you're in a pretty good position. But both players, ooh, Istri with the Waystone flank. Ooh, okay, very nice. Saves his units in the moment there, but he's trying to trample in on the archers. Needs to handle that right now with Tariel. Fleet-footed for the additional speed here, but we'll see. It's not going to do much here in the moment. Istri trying to play with the forward well. And the Gwyrokin trampling the Lothlorien archers in the back. Very nice. He needs to finish picking off the tier 1 pikes here. And who do we have? We have Haldir on the field for PoOL right now. Good pick here. Now, Lothlorien, though, doesn't have many archers left since the Gwyroken went in for that nasty trample. 10 points, 600 CP for Woodland Realm. So now Istri is in the power point lead after getting some good tramples in. And, oh, Istri going bold. He's thinking he could close the game on PoOL. He's getting the siege works out. Oh, man. Istri is brave right now with that choice. He thinks he can close with Sylvan Pressure and the siege works. All right. Now, fun fact, Woodland Realm's wells do replenish slower than other factions because they have the active heal on the well itself, even though the drawback of this heal is a movement speed decrease of 66%. And Haldir is now level 2. Right now, if I were Istri, I would just take the Gwyroken and trying to defend with them and snipe the pikes. I wouldn't take the whole army. I'd leave the whole army by the well and let them replenish up a little bit. Looks like he's actually letting the main army go over here instead, though, and bringing the Gwyroken back towards the well. Okay, PoOL taking it cautiously. He doesn't want to overextend himself at any point here. He does have handmaidens on the field for the damage support. Yeah, right here, the Radiance buff. Now the Waystone is available. Yeah, they have the whole month to complete their games. So if they're not available, they're not available until they are. I'm not really sweating it right now. Haldir, though, running away. Istri's got to keep these units over by the well. He's got several Faradir, though. Ooh, we got a Ballista. Yeah, Istri's just kind of at the point in the game where he might be chasing more than fighting, unfortunately. But now he's pushing down the center. He's trying to protect the Waystone, I want to believe. PoOL pushing up on the right-hand side. Sylvan Allies is available. This could be pretty devastating if Woodland Realm does not react. Oh, but Frumgar summon? Hey, now this is going to be bad for PoOL. Istri could clear the pikes here and then chase down Haldir with the Frumgar summon, do a little bit of a quick sprint down the southern side of Gror's Valley here, taking out some structures with the remaining time. We'll see how it goes. They could be pretty dodgy here for Lothlorien with the Frumgar summon on the field. And Sylvan Allies has been popped off in the back. Eagles, though, as well by Lothlorien. Looks like he's trying to move immediately over to Tario. Tario going to be taking some heat over there, and she is going down. She is gone. Okay. Now, Frumgar summon chasing Haldir like I expected, so hero for hero there in that trade. PoOL, though, with the map control, 3k CP, 2.5 in the bank. Now, Thranduil is the purchase for Istri. Very interesting logic right now in the game.
Sylvan Wardens, standing ready. Sylvan Spears, awaiting your command.
Yeah, pretty interesting spellbook choices for sure, but not wrong either in my opinion. I think Woodland Realm going for the Frumgar summon is just a great choice, knowing that once you clear Lothlorien's pikes, their biggest threat is the heroes remaining or just the archers. So you want to chase down the heroes on the retreat. But they're into a level 2 now in the moment here.
Standing ready.
Istri going ahead and making some more ballistas. Woodland Realm, though. Ooh! How much time is left? Ooh, okay, it's going to expire before Istri can actually kill Idril. Thranduil on the field, though, is going to be giving Istri some decent value here on the survivability side of things. Handmaiden with the harass group, always superb choice there by PoOL. Ah, March Warden's out. Sentinels to Karen Amaroth. 350 CP for Woodland Realm. At this point in the match, though, PoOL just dealt so much economic damage, and Istri ended up being. Oh, is he gonna lose Thranduil accidentally? I think he might. He's running into Karen Amaroth almost. Oh, okay, no, he's gonna back away. And he's trying to get the trample in on the archers, but it's not gonna happen unless he clears the pikes out of the way, and he is chipping away at the pikes. Haldir is back for Lothlorien. Okay, Lothlorien on the retreat. Now Istri again, having to focus on the recovery points. And unfortunately, the miners are going to take that Sylvan Shrine.
Standing ready.
Waystone's going to be deleted. Yeah, I think honestly, I think the Siegeworks choice here definitely was not a good investment at the moment. I think Istri kind of could just invest in the Greenwood Barracks and gotten some better value, but Thranduil with the trample. And he's applied heavy armor to the Sylvans. You can see by the cosmetic change there. A lot of armies are good against Misty Mountains, but Misty Mountains gameplay heavily depends on the player's macro to continue all the unit production while they're continuously spamming. You see that with Alway Hallway. He's able to just like stay on goblins the whole game and continuously outspam the players. Ooh, Thranduil level 4 though. None may enter. Okay, okay. Yeah, Thranduil does get Idriel though. Looks like we actually happen to have Elven King's Decree as the pick for Within Realm. I think Misty is very strong for sure. Like there's no question, in the right hands it's an incredibly strong faction. But you can also get very punished if you don't have the right build. Like any other faction, though, that's the case. But Misty, it can be more punishing if you're not familiar with this level of spam that you need to put down.
At last.
And PoOL over here, even building in Woodland Realm's base slightly now at this point. Does he make Ents, though, anywhere to try and close the game? Doesn't look like it. Got the lantern stun happening over here on the right. Tier 4 coming in for Lothlorien, but it's going to be Mrs. Lothlorien. Unless like PoOL decides to pivot on the spellbook, that's fine too. Surprising, but not really surprising that Haldir only got level 2 in this game, because we did see him die from the Frumgar summon. Thranduil level 4. Oh, Istri does lose a builder, but PoOL with Celeborn on the field in response to the Thranduil choice by Istri. So I'm glad I got the faction portrait leader at least right on the scoreboard today. And we have the lantern stun, but Celeborn with the... Ooh, wait a second though. Wait a second. What's going on here? What level is Celeborn? He's level 1. He isn't leveled. Yeah, Istri's just trying to survive till he can cook something from the spellbook. Let's take a look. He's 10 points away from Hail of Arrows, and I wonder if he's trying to like bank on getting Hail of Arrows. But he is getting some nasty tramples in with Thranduil. Decent tramples, but PoOL's actually got Malorn Bow upgrade on his March Wardens. He's got the Feast of Starlight on the fort for the replenishment. Ooh. We have a Renowned Warrior, though, that was just used by Thranduil. And now PoOL's got heavy armor. See, I mean, you can see that PoOL's entire game plan as Lothlorien is to spam the map very quickly, flood it, get the upgrades, get the March Wardens out. And he's not trying to make any fancy or risky choices in his games at all, but look at that. Best archer unit in the game, in my opinion, is the March Warden. Cowborn level 2. Missed the Lothlorien by PoOL. So Istri's just about to call it GG here for sure. He's about to lose his entire army right there. Man just needs to put these guys on melee and move on in on the fort. And he's not leaving anything to chance, and yes, he did put them on melee. Very nice. And did he actually buy forged blades? I feel like, yeah, yep, he did. I saw them like quickly being researched. Very nice. Let's see. Now he's got forged blades on the fort. Haldir's definitely around here giving the leadership, I want to say. I just don't know where he is. But Eagles on top here from Gror, someone coming on in. Missile Lothlorien still active. So that's a pretty good game between Istri and PoOL there. Very well played. That wasn't bad at all by Istri. Wasn't bad at all. Now we got game 3. So let's take a look at that one. Let me just update the scoreboard again. Just gotta do a double check on their factions. Let me see. Game 3, we happen to have Mordor. Okay. Okay, so let's see how this one goes. I know that, again, like I said, Istri likes to do off-meta choices. So I just want to see how PoOL tries to adapt to things. Like the spellbook in the Woodland Realm game was pretty ideal. Yeah, Erebor's Grimhammers tend to clap Misty Mountain's Goblin spam because Grimhammers are the anti-spam tool for Erebor before Battle Wagons. All right, kicking off game 3 over here on the match between Istri and PoOL on the left hand. On the upper side, we have PoOL playing Misty Mountains going against Istri playing Mordor. So I've always found Istri's Mordor kind of particular because I've seen him go and do like double slave farm into double orc racks just to immediately start pressuring. But let's see if he happens to continue just spamming out farms. And I wonder if he's going to just do like farms over here on the start just to get better vision on possible forward tunnels. But he is putting the 3 farms closest towards the fort. And we have Frozen Waste selected here by Misty. And Mordor has gone for Trakasakirth Ungol, so he hasn't gone for Cracks of Doom. Very interesting. But a lot of people do try to bait out Cracks of Doom in this matchup. They'll usually try to send 1 Goblin Battalion, and people will kind of think, do I want to burn on that 1 Goblin Battalion? No. Then you see the next like 3 to 4 Goblins showing up on the next farm, so you end up using it over there. But the Misty spam is going to be pretty strong. We did see Davok pull out a pretty strong Mordor versus Valoricars at Misty Mountains over on Haradwaith. And that's pretty sick because Davok had mentioned to me that Mordor wasn't like his best faction. He said it was like his shakiest faction. And then he comes out and clapping Valorikar and a very efficient Mordor play on Haradwaith, which is really good to see. That was super cool. The man was just like had his own Call of the Horde going. Like he was just flooding the map. Troll meta 2025. Yeah, I mean, Misty against the trolls. It really depends how the person handles it. They've got the Moria Orc Archers for the anti-poison, but some people, they may not think that's good enough still. And to be honest, it's kind of up in the air, whether or not that could be better for an anti-monster tool is still a question. It's still a question. So we'll see how it continues going in the patch. And we happen to have the first few goblins here. Now, again, no Cracks of Doom. Ooh, Istri just deletes the farm instead. Okay, and the troll coming in from Mordor. Now, if Istri grabs a tree, this is going to be great because he's just going to clap the goblins. He needs to just grab a tree. We have 4 caves coming in from PoOL, some Misty. Second orc barracks is up. Troll cage on the front. It's interesting, though, that he did put the troll cage up front. Because usually you like to put that in the back, like a regular stables. Istri does save this farm just about. I still don't see a troll with the tree, though. Now, the Wargler, I think PoOL's about to eat shit, or if he's going to creep it, he's eating shit. Okay, moving along. No other tech like the Mountain Orc Lodge for pikes. He's just going to continue spamming goblins. And we do have a tunnel over here, but he has 2 Warrior Orc Archers in here for the anti-monster support. Maybe he's going to be in a really tight position on the exit here. No? Okay, he's not exiting. He exited up here. Sometimes what you see on Chetwood is that like a tunnel player will sneak a tunnel on the corner of the map here in the back of the player's base. That's a big thing I've seen quite often. Like if they just like hug the map and the player does not see it, you can like maybe get a tunnel over there. I think a tree is a no-brainer when it comes to like spam clumps because the AoE from the fist is not enough. We do see Istri's lost that farm. He lost this farm as well. But he's not letting it down. He's going to keep applying pressure to PoOL where he can. And he's about to be losing this farm over here. Let's take a look at the CP. 600 from Misty and 500 from Mordor. Two trolls, though, walking towards Misty's base. Could be devastating. Yeah, he's going to save this farm. That's fine. Now, the Orc Warriors are going to beat the Goblins one-on-one. And he gets this tunnel taken care of. Level 2 troll. Tracker secured. The Ungo dropped again. Double troll here, causing Misty some pain. PoOL having to actually evac his tunnel for the units in the base. And now we see the Warrior Orc Archer battalions with the Horde bonus. He had the Horde bonus in play. So he had, what was the total Horde bonus value? He had 50% damage gain. On top of that anti-poison ability. And it looks like he's actually going to get the troll to live, maybe? Oh, the poison wore out. The troll lives on like 1 HP. Now, this is a relatively high horde bonus to achieve for sure. 150 goblins. Pretty high. But Misty Mountain spam can be pretty intense. So it's something to keep in mind. Ooh, but he's got to be careful. He needs to eat an orc right now. Oh, he lost it. Unlucky. Had he just gone around the side, eaten orc, and saved it, that would have been great. Okay, spellbook. Misty with 6 in the bank. 750 CP total. And Mordor 8 in the bank, 650 CP total. So we're going to see he is gathering all evil summon very soon by Istri. I don't think he's going to end up pivoting on the spellbook. He's going to go straight for the calf summon. That's going to be a nightmare for PoOL because he doesn't have the pikes, and the he's gathering all evil to him summon was buffed in I think it was 9.1. I think we gave it like extra trample deceleration just to give a little bit more value since we had removed one of the cavalry battalions. And here we go. We happen to see it. Yep. And he's going to be getting that speed. And we have a Nazgul on the field in addition from Istri. Frozen Waste is the pick right now. He's using it to slow down the cavalry. Okay, Mordor putting some really good pressure here on Misty Mountains. Only 2 orc strongholds, though. Misty in trouble. Oh, but the fatty is on the field. We got the Great Goblin hitting the field. And the poison's gone off on the level 3 troll. He could eat an orc just to heal himself up slightly. Okay. Ooh, PoOL did lose a builder here. Okay, another tunnel gone. Istri's doing pretty well with the troll pressure. But Fatty going down towards Mordor's base. I feel like Poero kind of started the whole trend of calling him Fatty. I don't think anyone did it before him, but it's just been very, like, very entertaining just to, like, refer to him as that. Ah, the Nazgul with the debuff, though, lowering the damage by the poison arrow. Troll does go down. It's looking very dangerous. Ooh. The trolls are now towards the production. This is bad. PoOL could lose all of his production if he's not careful at all. We don't see any pikes having been made yet. He's got two. He's got one. Just one battalion of Moya Orc archers right now. Oh, he's got like a broken battalion over there. Let's take a look back at the base. Rates on wings. Oh, no, not rates on wings. I'm sorry, I'm cooked. It's too early for that. But Istri does have the PowerPoint lead. We do happen to see that Istri bought the Fell Beast. Okay. Interesting. He's going to use it to press back on the Fatty. Oh, they are coming, though, by PoOL. 12 points here. Damn, Istri has a crazy PowerPoint lead. He's got a 10-point gap on PoOL. Okay, okay. And he's on aggressive stance, so that's good. Let's see. Ah, dude, all PoOL has to do is get Fatty into a tunnel. Ah, dude, he's so tanky. Just like being able to survive the heat from a flyer. Pretty good. Okay, Misty going back down here with the They Are Coming summon. He could use Frozen Waste if he wants. Ah, but now Istri's at tier 3. He could pivot in the spellbook, go Cracks of Doom, get Slaves. I don't think he needs Shelob at all right now. Certainly not. There's not enough heroes to really warrant Shelob. And the Fell Beast is trying to take out the They Are Coming Troll Destroyer. Okay, very nice. Level 4. 500 CP by Mordor, 675 for Misty. Now, again, Istri running through PoOL's base. And, oh, he actually went with Shelob. I guess he's really... Oh, no, but he's going to get inside the tunnel. Oh! The damage must have applied, I wonder, if the animation went off. I'm curious, but I think he was so desperate to get Great Goblin with Shelob. I don't know if it actually ended up working out, but we'll have to see. Great Goblin Lug is on the field. We're going to see Lug probably... No, we're going to see Lug most likely use Headhunter on the Fell Beast here to slow it and reduce its armor. So, good choice there by PoOL. One thing that PoOL could have done, though, is really get the Mountain Orc Lodge to level 2, get the Mountain Orc Scout, and slow down the Fell Beast in combination with Lug. So we may end up seeing that, maybe. I could totally see PoOL doing that now that Lug has arrived, but he's got to spend the time upgrading it if he hasn't. But he's going for pikes right now. And Istri going back over towards the left, down the center, and he's off to the right. Shelob, though, I'm not so sure on the Shelob value. Istri, I think that's not a good... I think that wasn't the right choice here, to be honest. I think he should have pivoted, gone Cracks of Doom, get the Slaves of Nirn. And then you just get some economy bump. You get Cracks of Doom to manage the spam pressure as well. Okay. Tunnel's gone. Mountain Orc Brutes. One unit was in the tunnel. He could have evac'd it here. Maybe killed the troll before that tunnel had gone down. But again, superior value really by Istri with the Fell Beast. Lug's Headhunter is in effect here on it as well. He's gathering all evil to him summon. Could get clapped by the Great Goblin real fast on the knockback. Let's take a look. Frozen Waste for the slowdown. Exactly. Good timing there. Istri saving the Fell Beast. Now, he can't really go for Drummer Troll right now because he's not going to be able to use a Terror with Great Goblin on the field. And Mordor having a hard time, though, with Istri's choices. Trying to get the Great Goblin, but not a problem. We have to see if he's just at least going to end up managing... Let's see. We got a tunnel here the Great Goblin could run to. We have another tunnel. What level is he, though? He's level 3. He's got 2,600 health. We got the Goblin Towner summon. On neutral stance, unfortunately. But let's take a look here. Warrior Orc. Ooh, Witch King. Very nice. Very nice choices here right now by Istri for sure. He's got the Witch King to handle the AoE with Chill of Angmar. Now again, Chill of Angmar does more damage from the center, and as you can see, it's a fairly safe bet to leave Witch King mounted when using Chill of Angmar. You just have to be careful and observe whether or not there are elite pikes in the mix there. And this was Witch King by himself, so that is oh my god. And this could be bad if the Witch King gets caught up in some other shenanigans, but looks like he's going to actually get Great Goblin down pretty well there. So PoOL being forced back entirely by Istri right now. Fatty letting him down is the choice. And I think Lug actually died by the Fell Beast. I don't see Lug on the field. Witch King on the retreat. Does Istri have the Spire? He does not have the Spire to buff. Ah, but there we go. They are coming is alive and well for Misty Mountains if PoOL wanted to use it. Now, yeah, he just used it. Where's he using? He's using it over here. Okay. Man, Mordor is so ahead on the PowerPoint lead here. He's literally got... Holy shit. He's got... Let me do the math here. He's got like a 31-point lead. Because like Mordor spent 15 to get the tier 3. And Misty Mountains is like literally chilling over here at 14, not even with the tier 3. Now we see Mordor though with Cracks of Doom. Witch King though still mounted up. Nothing wrong with that. I feel like the Great Goblin just feels helpless right now. He's just walking around looking all mighty and big. Just chilling. Ah, but we do happen to see the Goblin clump exiting right over there. And it's on cooldown. But the Warrior Orc archers are dealing decent damage to the Mountain Troll. At least 2 battalions right there with that Great Goblin support. Not the whole battalion's buff though. You can only see a few of them by the leadership effects. Now we got double Fell Beast on the field here from Mordor. Weirworm is the pick. So if PoOL's able to, he's going to probably drop it right here in front of the Slaves of Nirn Farm, Orc Barracks, and Troll Cage. But again, really well played here to Istri in the match. He's only using 3 production structures, and PoOL over here is using 5 with the 6-1 on the table. So he's really controlling the match with the Mountain Trolls. Like, the Misty Mountain spam is not enough to really punish them. Or really push them back at the moment here. But at Witch King level 4, he's got access to Morgul Blade now for the cripple. And the that's going to be pretty big if he happens to get the Great Goblin out in the open. I think he does. Yeah, he's being super cautious with this Fell Beast. He doesn't want to lose them. Second Mountain Orc Lodge coming on up here. And PoOL is upgrading to level 2. Now, see how careful Istri's being with the Witch King here. He's letting Chill of Angmar do all the work. That's like one of the strengths of the Witch King. You got to use him in a little bit of a different way ever since like the initial nerfs to him. People have been kind of questioning the value, but I feel like it depends on the player really at the end of the day for some of the observations there. Like this is really good Witch King use. Like really good. Nah, you can't finish the fort with the Fell Beast. It's too risky. They're not going to deal enough damage to that fortress alone. Oh, but the Witch King goes down. Yikes. Great Goblin with some support from the Goblin Towners and the Pikes get him after the dismount. He must have been mounted for too long, and we do see Lug's Headhunter in effect there. So Lug must have still been alive, debuffed the Witch King with Headhunter for the reduced speed and armor, and that's how PoOL ends up clapping the Witch King right there. So Istri had a really strong run with the Witch King while it lasted. But we do happen to see he has got the evil summoned to him again. He's going to get some good harassing. Is not, he's got to be careful. He's going to run into the Pikes if he's not careful. Okay. Urshak also on the field. Muzgash here by PoOL. I don't think I've seen PoOL use this many heroes in a hot minute. I feel like he's under a lot of pressure right now. I feel like you typically see PoOL stick to so many units in a match. It's hard to say what Istri's best faction might be. Ah, but he's got the Spire now. Okay, so he's got that support for the Witch King and the Nazgul's 15% damage and armor. Now, it does not buff the Fell Beast, as it states on the tooltip. So he's going to have to kind of remember that and not overextend his position. Oh, he's going for level 3. He's trying to get the Gundabad Stone Troll play going on. And Shelob. Ooh. And Stinger goes on what could be no, who did it go on? Great Goblin, damn. Great Goblin is pretty resistant to the Stinger right there. That deals a total like 1750 damage, so that's surprising. I wonder if it's just the Great Goblin's armor type has a little bit of a different modifier value against the damage. Very interesting. Okay, now Istri's going to be taking out this totem. Yeah, Great Goblin's very tanky. That's why they call him Fatty. Not just his size. Okay. Level 8 and level 3. Let's take a look at the spell book. Misty, very far behind. Oh my god, look at this. Literally has so much going for him. Gothmog on the... Holy shit. Is Istri in that much of a position to get Grand? Holy shit. He's actually going to get Grand. Like, the game is going on that long that he can actually get Grand. Holy shit. Oh my god. This reminds me of like Old Nosy versus Brumby on Spring of Loudwater back in, I think it was patch 8.1, 8.2? I can't remember, but like, it was Mordor v Gondor. Nosy goes for Grand. That's crazy. Istri literally gonna try to close the game with Grand? That's insane. Man's got the 8k to bank it, I guess. Oh, yep, he's going straight for it. Damn. I honestly didn't think I would see Grand. Like, I actually did. Actually, I'm sorry. I do have another game that I haven't uploaded to YouTube, but it does have a very particular moment against Old Nosy that would be entertaining for people to see. I just haven't uploaded it yet because I'm very far behind on casting. There's been so many games since the league. It's like trying to keep up with everything is a lot right now. It's interesting that Istri's been solely using the Fell Beast though to counter the Goblin spam. And we see Gundabad Stone Trolls from PoOL. He's got a level 3 one right now. And we got 3 trolls over here by Mordor. A troll over there. And now we've got the Beacon of Morgul. There we go. Very cool. Mordor's got that 15% speed bonus. He's got the 50%. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at the Great Goblin Swarm. You would expect maybe this to... Well, no, that wouldn't crash the game, but the Beacon of Morgul can be pretty heavy on the engine, depending on the amount of the orc spam. And here we go. Oh my god, Istri literally got Grand out. Yikes. Oh, at least there's like a clear path to the fort. Like, there's not going to be any structures obstructing Grand. And we do happen to see that Gothmog looks like he got taken out. Okay, and is Great Goblin trying to tank the fort? Oh, they're trying to go for the fort. Oh my god, he's trying to go on the fort. And he uses Cave-In on the fort. He's also using the Weirworm on the fort, but I mean, Istri's going straight towards his fort with Grond. Let's see, no aggressive stance here by Mordor. But the Great Goblin is going to go down. I mean, he's got the Fell Beast defending the fortress as well, so they're going to be targeting the heroes. Yeah, Great Goblin's finally dead. Istri moving forward yet again still with Grond. No fortress armor. Now, keep in mind, Grond did get nerfed in one of the patches. And we happen to see Gundabad Stone Troll trying to go in here. This boy is so beefy. Let's see it happening. And pulls for. Oh my god! He gets the fort with the Weirworm. But the heroes go down. Is he going to get this? Hold on. Grond is. Grond. Oh my god. Wait a second. Wait a second. Istri is rebuilding his fortress. He had the capital. Dude, if he had fort armor, he probably would have saved the fort. Like, maybe. There's enough damage happening to Grond. Oh my god. But we do see the fortress go down. He's about to be losing this. Urshak, Musgash over here is trying to jump into the tunnel. Let's look again, though. Mordor. Oh, and Grond is going to go down. I don't actually know if he got any power points for killing Grond. I didn't see that move on the end. I have to... I wonder. Huh. Interesting. I have to double check that later. And Gundabad Stone Troll getting clapped. It's on the retreat. Never mind. Okay, Istri pushing back down the center. 350 CP to 825 of Mordor. So PoOL really on the back foot here from the choices Istri made in the matchup. Good calls overall by Istri. This is kind of why I'm saying Istri's kind of the underdog, I think, in the league right now, in my opinion. Yeah, it was over a long time ago, no question. I think like Mordor is just in such a strong position. It was a bit crazy to see Grond for sure. But he had Slaves of Nurn active too. He had pretty good map control overall. But again, if you see Grond pulled out, you know you're in trouble. Got the Mountain Orc scouts here. Oh my god, PoOL's literally rebuilding the fort? Now he's gonna get some good. Yep, that's some pretty good clapping right there. Very nice. Level 5 Drummer Troll. Jesus Christ, that was fast. Wow. This is what happens when you're playing for the leaderboard, man. You're gonna like stay in it as long as you can and not take that L. Like Davok had a Lothlorien Misty Mountains game that I remember watching, and I think he made his fort like 3 times in that game. That was pretty wild. I was watching on like someone else's like stream. Yeah, it was a pretty interesting match. I don't know if I'm gonna cast it, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Durin's Bane by PoOL as well. He could whip one of the Fell Beasts. Yeah, Misty's got like... Misty's just waiting to feel like they're in a decent spot here. Istri's already got the defenses on the fort. He's got that money spent. He got Slaves of Nurn available if he wanted to use it soon. Muzgash is level 8. You can see the scavenger kicking off here. Ooh. There you go. There you go. He's going to whip about. Dude, I would love to see a Fell Beast just straight up get like whipped by Durin's Bane. Oh, we're seeing a Fell Beast be Durin's Bane interaction. Where did he actually hit with that? I don't know what he actually hit. And he's taking out Level 3 farm and the orc stronghold. Oh, Fire's Orduin dropped on the base. Oh, the whip one-shot the Fell Beast? Okay, that checks out. I just didn't see the actual, like, death effects. Whoa! Dude, that was... Holy shit. I feel like I've never seen that interaction, so that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. Holy moly. Fell Beast literally just got, like, flicked away. Oh, dude, that whip is just, like, choking people to death. That is so funny to me. Okay, let's see. 950 CP, 300 CP. Okay, Durin's ban has just expired. Istri has to finish the game. He's got to close it. Okay, rates on wing, Shelob. Come on, Istri, just finish the game. You've already won, basically. Trying to continue. He could just get the Witch King's Vanguard. Who do we have back on the field? The Witch King has returned. You could see PoOL trying to stay in this. He's not trying to take the L. I think PoOL would have said GG normally otherwise if he's in this position. But again, he's playing for points. Oh god. I'm gonna look at the siege works. It is level 3 still. He didn't like delete it from before with the Balrog. Okay, this tunnel's going down. All the goblin caves have rebuilt. 0 units on the field by PoOL though. Looks like he's going for possibly level 3 troll cage. I feel like Istri is in such a position where he doesn't want to overextend and lose this game. Trollish Stew was picked up by PoOL. Like, who knows, man? Like, maybe Istri's worried about Misty Mountain Spellbook. And he's going to walk right up to that clump, get the damage in, and yep, he's got the Spire. Okay. Thanks for the sub, Comprador. Appreciate that, buddy. Okay, he's on top of Muzgash. And Muzgash dies. He was Morgul bladed. Ah, opened in the name of Mordor? Oh, he used it on a Goblin Cave? That's weird. Why would he use it on a Goblin Cave? Is that an autocast? It was not. That was intentional. That's very odd. I feel like that's the one thing Istri did this game that made me question a lot of things. But no big deal. And now he's going towards the fort. Oh, he's got all the Fell Beasts, dude. And now he's just popping all the terrors. Yep, there you go. What chaotic ending right there. Absolutely chaotic. Witch King mounted up, level 7. What a very chaotic ending. I cannot believe we saw Grand. That's crazy. Okay, 500 CP, 1000 CP. GG's. Well played there to Istri. Well played. Well played indeed. Alright, let's see.